With the third pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sam Darnold, quarterback, USC.
Quarterback, running back, quarterback. A sigh of relief from Sam Darnold, who's going West Coast, East Coast. Sam Darnold, only 2 years at USC, but was so impressive when he played as a freshman. A little of concerns his second year playing for USC, but now he is a member of the New York Jets as the third overall pick. And ladies and gentlemen, they call him the DNA because the bloodlines run deep for Sam Darnold and company. The next quarterback of the New York Jets. Yeah, he was at USC, but before he was at USC, Dick Hammer, his grandfather, USC basketball Olympian in volleyball. His mother played volleyball at Long Beach State. His father, Mike Darnold, a father who played football, and his sister played at Rhode Island. By the way, Dick Hammer was also one of the 5 original Marlboro Men and also was an actor on the series Emergency in the 70s. No more emergencies about this guy in the Jets quarterback, Mel.
No, it's not. I think they got to feel fortunate at pick number 3. Sam Darnold was there back in August. You thought he'd be guaranteed to be the number 1 pick. He opened the door because he had a shaky year. But when he's on and you give him time and he can maneuver in the pocket, great feet in the pocket, great downfield accuracy, it was a very catchable ball. What he was, though, was a turnover nightmare this past year. Got in some bad habits, pulled the ball out like a loaf of bread, a lot of fumbles, 22 turnovers, 13 interceptions, 9 fumbles. 2 years ago, he was plus 22 touchdown interception ratio, lost 3 offensive linemen, lost his top receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster, and the results were not the same. You're seeing him at his best this year. You saw a couple games where he was at his worst. Washington State, Notre Dame, and then particularly Ohio State late in the year. Final game, unforced errors on a pick 6, an overthrown pass in the end zone to Deontay Burnett that would have been a touchdown, then a fumble in the pocket that cost him a field goal. He opened the door for Baker Mayfield to go ahead of him because he did not have the year anticipated. But if they can basically recapture what we saw 2 years ago, recreate Sam Darnold from 2 years ago, they could have themselves a steal at number 3. A kid it really could have been and would have been the number 1 pick had things gone the way everybody thought.
Speaking of recreating, the last quarterback the Jets took in the first round, Mark Sanchez from USC in 2009, 5th overall. Let's go down to Susie, brought to you by DXL.
Well, Sam, you admitted that you've had vivid dreams about what this night would be like. How's the reality?
Oh, it lived up to the expectations, I'll tell you that. I mean, there's nothing better than being on the stage. Great Jets fans over there, so I'm excited to be part of the franchise, part of the organization.
Josh McCown is a fine veteran starter there in New York. How would you like to see your rookie season play out?
Yeah, I think, whatever the coaches want me to do, whether they want me to sit, whether they want me to play, I'm going to star in my role. That's what I've been doing my whole life, and I'm not going to do anything different.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, he has always been calm, cool, and collected. When he got to USC, Lewis, another quarterback had already signed there, a very top pick. He looked at the coach and said, best guy plays, right? That other quarterback was in the process of transferring week 1, and Darnold became the starter.
Yeah, look, he's going into a situation like maybe you don't necessarily associate with the New York Jets with a good situation, but it is a good situation, and I'll tell you why. Just start with the quarterback room, number 1. There is no better pro to learn from than Josh McCown.
Preach.
Josh McCown is perfect for for Sam Darnold. And I'll tell you what, the other person that really is going to be key in this situation is offensive coordinator Jeremy Bates. So I can tell you this, look, head coach Todd Bowles loves Jeremy Bates, thinks he is one of the up-and-comers again that you're going to be hearing from as far as quarterback development. They have the luxury of time now. They can let him learn from players, let him learn from coaches. They're going to build this offense run-centric, and they're going to take their time with Sam Darnold. Look, they're tickled that he fell to him. I can just guarantee you this. They had their pick right now of the quarterbacks that they wanted. Baker Mayfield maybe isn't the best player for them. The quarterback they wanted came to them, Kurt.
Great player, probably has the most upside of any of the quarterbacks with all the analysis. At the end of the day, Mel brings up some great points. 2 years ago when he had better people around him, he was getting the ball out, he had incredible flash plays. This past year with the new offensive line, breaking in some new receivers, but what stands out to me and what is a concern, and they're going to have to figure it out, against Ohio State late in the year and UCLA on third down, when college defenses really pressure and get exotic with different looks, he struggled, he panicked, he turned the ball over, he was sacked a bunch because he was holding on to the ball. Third down is a little bit of an indication of what he's going to see consistently in the NFL. That's an area that he's going to have to drastically improve. I said all along he would have benefited from one more year of college football. Maybe sitting behind Josh will be the thing that could really help him, and then a year later he could take over.
The interesting thing, his first ever college game, AT&T Stadium, lost to Alabama. His last college game here at AT&T Stadium against Ohio State,
right.
And now AT&T Stadium is where he is drafted, going to the Jets. Who else would we have embedded with the Jets than Sal Paolantonio? Sal, let's get right to the news about Sam Darnold being the Jets QB.
And I talked to Todd Bowles, Trey, this morning, the head coach of the New York Jets, and here was his scouting report on Sam Darnold. Darnold came in here and visited the New York Jets a little while ago, and he said that Sam Darnold was very engaging, very intelligent, and you could see he was a hell of a competitor. He would fit right in with what the Jets want to do. He said when they moved up from number 6 to number 3 and invested 3 second-round picks to do so, they were looking for a guy who could change this franchise, and Sam Darnold would do it, Trey.